And the vendors knew, like they'd read it, and they'd all signed this too, keep in mind. So I said, this is how it goes, this is what you can sell, this is what you can't sell. They had all signed it. So if there was an issue, we said you have signed and agreed to this. If you don't want to remove that, then we're going to ask you to leave. And that didn't have to happen, but we could have done that.
What does bump in and out mean?
Oh, so maybe not a term you use here, but it's when you bring in your stuff to set it up.
Oh, okay.
So
dropping.
What do you call it?
Loading. Loading.
Yeah, loading in and out is probably a better term. But yeah, so you have to, and that has to be something that you have to organise as well. Can you? Because we set up on the all-day Friday, and it was an all-day Saturday event, and then we sort of packed up mostly Saturday night, and then someone's the Sunday. And so people could bump in after a certain time Friday afternoon, and then early Saturday morning. So some people did either of those, and then you have to, because we weren't allowed to park on the grass was one thing, and then people had to go from there to here. So how are we going to do that? And we had little buggies, and we had some boards set up in certain areas where you had to sort of come onto the grass a bit. But yeah, it's just like schedules for everyone. It's intense, really, with a lot of it. And then you have people like volunteers in charge of those sections as well, just ticking everyone off. And the park actually asked for model, make, and registration of all cars as well. So we had to have that beforehand. We had to check that. We had to give them a sort of sign to put on their car that they were okay to park there for an hour or something while they were bumping in and out. This is very strict. The park were very strict, so we had to follow a lot of rules for that. And also, there was an event before that had caused a lot of destruction to the park, and so they'd heightened quite a few, and they were an environmental event as well. So they were sort of a bit wary of another environmental event coming. So we just went out of our way to like really make sure they were comfortable at every step of the way, how are we going for time? Did anyone want me to
15 minutes.
go through marketing and promotion or anything like that, or do you want me to do more volunteer sort of stuff? The marketing? Okay, so the marketing stuff, so that's one of my favourite topics. And and also like I film all my talks that I give, and you can see them on my Viva La Vegan YouTube channel. And there's a lot of other talks about promotion online, and in particular promoting veganism, if you want to look in the future. Like marketing and promotion, like I said before, find out your target audience. That's pretty simple, but so many people don't enjoy it. And then work out the terms you're going to use, like what you asked before, why I use plant-based versus vegan. And also another thing is to identify those people that really work at making ideas spread. So the people, like whether they're really good bloggers, whether they're really well known in the community, you need to find these people that can really help spread the message.
Earlier you said, your target audience can't be like everybody, but how would you figure out something about veganism? Like how would you create different target audiences based on, if you would be okay with anybody and everybody doing it?
Well, you could say, for example, with Green Earth Group now we do a lot of smaller events. So say we do letter writing events every second month, so that's targeted to people who are interested in letter writing. We do a lot of, I'm personally not into the social like potlucky type things, but a lot of people are. So we do potlucks every month, one's over the north side, one's the south side. So that's the social sort of stuff that people like, and it's also like getting people to get to know each other, and that's the whole tribe thing as well. We also do outreach, so handing out leaflets and things like that. So that's not really, you don't have much of a target audience with that one at all. And we do video viewings, and we do that at our vegan store. So they sell like Food Fight or somewhere like that. They sell all vegan products. They also just opened a cafe, so we use that space for videos. So it's those things. It's just sort of breaking it up into certain things that I know different people like to do or would be more interested in than others. So
interest based.
yeah, I would say I think that helps a bit more with the target audience for veganism because there's so many different things people like to do. And actually, one of our members is training to climb Kilimanjaro in Africa at the moment. So she's organising.
May I have your attention, please.
Oh no.
Minneapolis Community and Technical College and Metro State University will be closing for the evening at 5 p.m.
Oh.
All students, faculty, staff, and guests
Wow.
are required to exit the campus at that time.
So
Once
now
again,
we all know
Minneapolis
when we have
Community
to
and
leave.
Technical College and Metro State University will be closing for the evening at 5 p.m. All students, faculty, staff, and guests are required to exit the campus at that time. Thank you and have a good evening.
And also, I try to break everything down and then focus on those types of people in various ways in one group. So, for example, like with Viva La Vegan, I have various writers. So Mondays is health, Tuesdays is environment, Wednesdays is animals, Thursdays is fitness. So through that, I focus on all those different areas, and I have really good writers that contribute stuff. Carol Glasser has contributed some stuff, and in particular on the feminist stuff. And because a lot of my audience is quite open to a lot of different things. They're not just like health vegans, or not just interested in fitness sort of stuff. So they're a bit more open to those sort of things because we cover everything. So that's what I suggest. Are we talking about anything in particular?
I was just like, if I was thinking, I don't know, like my sociologist brain, like based on like demographic information, which didn't seem that helpful to me. Like, these people between these ages of this like class or whatever, but I think that interest seems to be like a much more like productive way of like targeting it to people.
Yeah, definitely. And then, also like another thing with like what I've spoken about with the volunteers is like listening to what people are saying and actually like ask and actually listen to what they're saying. And then if someone, we have members that have kids and they live in the north side, so they want more family friendly stuff over in the north side. So it's just finding out once you've developed that core, like we have really good volunteer base, then you find out what they want rather than maybe like what you think people would want.
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Did you make any attempt to try and capture names at the event?
We had a mailing list, so we had a merch store and the volunteer area, so we got people to sign up to the mailing list. But we had a pretty big mailing list before anyway. But yeah, we still got quite a few, and we still got quite a few members on the day. Yeah, and all the volunteers are on the mailing list, all the sponsors, stallholders, the performers. So, but yeah, the mailing list is a really good way to get to people, like email mailing lists. So for the marketing and promotion, was there anything in particular like you had a question with in regards to marketing? Or
No.
yeah, okay. So for me, because I do online stuff, that's my passion. So like I do Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, and Twitter for myself and for other people, for clients. But I also do like Pinterest and various other ones. So
Actually, I was thinking, with our South African millennium, there's a lot of people who don't have internet access. I don't know if you have any experience in sort of other forms of marketing.
Well, yeah, definitely, because our volunteer base was from people that were still in school to grandmothers. So we had like quite a large section, and some people couldn't go online and see the update, so they came to the meetings. So that sort of helped with the meetings. And we also, if you have a look on there, we've got like a street team and an online team. And in veganism in particular, people say, oh, you should only do stuff in person, or online is better. But you should be able to use everything at your disposal. And so like our street team, we did posters and postcards and stickers and things like that. So it was people on the ground, and this is coming from a music marketing thing as well, where you have your fans go out and they promote their stuff for you, give them a free ticket to a show or a CD or something. So it's similar using that sort of online street-based team of people that want to help you out, and you give them meal